Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have the green screen completely messed up, so we're just kind of making do over here, and of course, we have some pretty big news when it comes to the PlayStation ecosystem. First and foremost, we have now brand new news when it comes to the PlayStation Handheld. More details have now been officially leaked. We're now seeing more news for the proper, handheld device for this upcoming PlayStation 6 launch, which is really cool news to go cover, and as well, even more of a follow-up on the marathon drama. Now, if you guys actually missed it, I actually did make a video on it, but this is one of those rare videos that actually did really poorly on the channel, which I don't mind. It's kind of maybe the bad topic, or maybe it was overplayed or a little bit late, whatever. Not a big deal, but I'm going to try to go and maybe reiterate that too as well throughout this video, because it was one of the craziest things we've ever seen for a video game. So we're going to have some good news on new handheld devices and leaks, and then the drama will be part 2 of the video, so go and watch what you guys would like. We're also probably going to go and get a little Baked-a-Rooskied up on Twitch. If you guys are bored, we'll probably be live as this video is going live, so check out the link down below, say what up. It's going to be chilling, doing whatever. We have the Switch 2 giveaway as well in the description and comment section, the second YouTube account, all that random stuff, so check that out if you guys would like, and let's go and dive on into the video itself. So first and foremost, the good news. New PlayStation handheld details leak. Full portable console reportedly planned now for the PlayStation 6 launch. Now, we've covered this on a few separate videos and topics, so it's not the craziest news, but I'm excited for this. Although the portal's done exceedingly well, sold a lot more than even expected, and I think a lot of people enjoy it. I think it's just gonna be a good gaming console. I think the next handheld device will be very nice, and that is where the meta is kind of going on the gaming sphere. When it comes to the Xbox handheld, the Lenovo Go 2, Steam Deck, Switch 2, handheld is here to stay. Look at the mobile gaming rates too as well. But right now, an insider claims with a new report that a full PlayStation handheld console is in development, with Sony aiming to launch it alongside the PlayStation 6. So as I mentioned, we've kind of touched on this before, and now once again, the rumors are heating up again. This time, the details sound more promising than before. So basically, if you guys have seen us cover this before, it's a little bit more like an extra nudge to take it more legitimately. So earlier this year, there were already whispers that Sony had a new PlayStation portable console in development. Once again, they've had the PSP, PS Vita, now PS, good old Portal over here. So they've been flown around. And obviously, as I said, Xbox is also testing their own as well. I do think Xbox makes a lot more sense with the amount of indie games and Game Pass games, etc. It's just pretty much you buy. It's probably really good and accessible for people who are not big gamers at the end of the day. So now a new leak has added even more weight to the story, claiming that Sony is working on a full handheld console set to launch around the same time as the PlayStation 6. This all comes as both Sony and Microsoft are getting more serious about handheld gaming, with Sony recently testing the waters through the PlayStation Portal. Leak reveals new details on PlayStation's next handheld. The latest information comes from the NeoGAF forums, where a well-known Xbox hardware insider who goes by the name of Heisenberg FX4 shared some new details in response to fans' questions. This leaker claims to have source confirming that Sony is indeed working on a full-blown PlayStation handheld, not just a refresh of the Portal, but an entirely new console. So this is a proper they're rolling. So according to the post, the upcoming PlayStation handheld won't just be a minor upgrade with better screen or improved Wi-Fi. Instead, it's described as a real portable PlayStation console designed to stand on its own and cost more than the current Portal device. It's basically saying, as of right now, you need the PS5 for the Portal. Then they wanted to move into streaming with that, and then now with this one, we'd have its own proper device. I have to sneeze. In the mix of a video, whatever, bless you guys all right back. I'm sure you guys have sneezed throughout today or the week, either way. So regardless, it's kind of just a better console than the Portal. The Portal is very weak. It's all streaming, and it's kind of hard to go and say because I'm a laptop guy, or if anything, I'd have a Steam Deck, etc. And PlayStation does have a lot of cool games. If there is a way to maintain the streamability, I would like that in a brand new handheld device, although they already have that in the Portal, so it kind of throws me off a little bit, but also would be very nice to have a portable device that you don't have to be reliant on a PlayStation 5 or 6. I think there is merits for this. So basically over here too is going to have it's not going to only just be a minor upgrade, which is a better screen or improved Wi-Fi. Instead, it's described as a real portable PlayStation console designed to stand on its own and cost more than the current Portal. So like I said, it's meant to be a big thing. If full-blown PS handheld is coming, Heisenberg FX4 wrote. When pressed for more details, the leaker confirmed, "I do have sources on this," and later adding, timing-wise, somewhere around the PlayStation 6 launch. So don't forget, this has been around 5 years or so for the console, so it should be closer than not, but it's still far away. So what this means is that Sony's new handhelds is expected to be a part of the next generation, likely targeting a release window of 2027 or 2028, lining up with early reports and speculation about the PlayStation 6 launch. While this leak has definitely caught the attention of PlayStation fans, we've seen leaks in this prior as well. It's important to remember that nothing is official just yet. Sony hasn't confirmed anything about a new handheld, and these plans could still change before launch. As with any leak, it's smart to take these details with a grain of salt until the company makes an announcement as well. So what do you guys all think? I think this is kind of cool. I will probably buy one day one. I'm into the handheld devices. I like them. I'm probably more incentivized for the Xbox One as of this current moment, but still, nonetheless, all pretty dope. Now, once again, if you guys have missed some of this bigger drama, which we're going to go cover up right now, Marathon has now been under really big fire. I made a video on it on my channel. If you guys want to check that out for more details, feel free to. But they stole a bunch of art. Like literally, there was an artist who had their own logo inserted into like their drawings and stuff on their website, their portfolio, etc. And as they did that, the Marathon devs and like artists and even the art director had to publicly apologize on a stream where the entire Twitch chat was just spamming, calling them art thefts. And like they basically have been making memes now, art raiders, you know, arc raiders, the ongoing game right now. People are calling them art raiders in comparison, and people are not happy. Like we saw and covered this up on Twitter. I was actually kind of surprised that video didn't do as well as it did. Not complaining, just more of like, it was just crazy. Like there's so much stuff happened. Maybe it was hard for me to present, but like, dude, people are seeing stolen assets. Bungie, like, their biggest defining factor for Marathon was that the game was, like, really unique and cool on the art style-wise, and apparently it was all just stolen. Like, truly stolen. Like, they had to literally apologize to the artist. Like, this is not like, oh, we might think it's stolen. This is unironically like, yeah, like, they're admitting to it, and, like, they have to go and make right by the artist. They've already confirmed this publicly as well. So now a lot of people are now calling out here, saying that Bungie's upcoming game Marathon is struggling following plagiarism allegations that were later confirmed by the developer itself. Following the art theft reveal and a lackluster stream intended to address the plagiarism and concerns from the game's alpha's test, many gamers are now calling for a release delay. Forbes reported that Bungie employees are struggling with morale following the news, leading to an increased likelihood that the game is just going to be delayed. The first initial impressions from a lot of people, they did not like it. Like, the game needed a lot more. It's also a $40 price tag. It really wasn't that good, especially with no Destiny 3 in the works, which is crazy. A lot of people in the Bungie ecosystem are not happy with this at all. So one employee at Bungie put it, the vibes have never been worse, but official plans for delay have yet emerged. Marathon is a first-person extraction shooter game that's planned to release on September 23rd. If that comes out in the next few months, that game's going to flop. It's going to be horrible. And the one big selling point, and I would agree, has been the game's bright and colorful art style, something that has kept many players interested in the game. However, the allegations that some assets were created from stolen art, alongside player feedback from the closed alpha, have put the game's future into question. Bungie addressed the art allegations publicly in a live stream as well, and they discussed it too, but like they just wanted to fully review the in-game assets to make sure there's no more art theft, but even then still, that was just rough. And like a lot of people, like even the employees, are worth, like, you know, Halo is a cool style, Destiny is a cool style. You would assume that Marathon would as well, but once again, they like stole it. It's sad. That said, it's been a few years since the studio released Destiny 2, and the upcoming Marathon has big plans, shoes to fill, big shoes, and a big financial expectations, and I don't think this is going to be hitting their mark so far. Like, basically, people are not happy with the art, which is the main selling point for the creatives. People aren't happy with the gameplay, because you have to have 3 people to do an extraction shooter. You have to sell the game to 3 different people with 3 different friends. Like, that's a hard thing to go and fill. The game is not as in depth. There's only a few maps. Something like Escape from Tarkov is way more in depth with, like, at this point, like 13 maps or so. And like, yeah, there's just better options out there. Like, it's too casual, but it's not casual enough. It's like a little hardcore, but not hardcore enough. So we don't really necessarily know where it's trying to appeal towards. But also with an expensive price tag, it's just a hard sell for this game. And obviously the game had okay receptions when the game first came out, but it wasn't anything super crazy at the end of the day. As part of the art theft scandal, Marathon was already pivoting with marketing, and reactions to April's closed alpha test and initial gameplay weren't as positive as the developers have hoped, and they pushed back plans to release a new trailer along with the pre-orders too as well. So it looks like this is gonna probably be a delayed game as of this point. Yeah, and also if they're using stolen art, that's going to once again kind of incite everyone else to be upset with that. There's just a lot of people who aren't happy with this situation. So I think a September 23rd release for Marathon's looking very tricky. They're changing their wording on some of their announcements, trying to go do like almost like an alpha test in terms of like where we want to go for the direction of the game. I would still like to see the game come out I would like to see the game have like a fun chance, but right now it needs to really fix up this PR. This is unacceptable from a game like Bungie, especially when people were impressed with things like Destiny and the art style, the UI, the uniqueness to weaponry, same with Halo 2 at the time, and this is just not what we'd ever expect from Bungie as a studio. So give me your thoughts and comments on the handheld device, the marathon drama, and everything else, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Swing by the Twitch stream if you guys are bored, that's linked down below. We have the Twitters and Twitches and everything, and I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place.